How's it going, guys? We're back with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you all the things that I got in the train show at Oskaloosa. It has been a while since I went to a train show. I've only been to two ever, which is unfortunate, but there aren't that many anymore. But it's always exciting when you go. So I'm going to be showing you all the engines mainly. I did get some freight cars and other things, but the main and most interesting things, in my opinion, are the engines. So I will be showing you those. So the first one I got is this little RSO switcher engine with the cab in the middle. It's a really interesting engine. It's one of the just smaller RSO engines, like the switcher engines, such as one of these. It's a little more interesting than one of those, since these are pretty common in my opinion. I've seen a bunch of them, but I haven't really seen very many that are like this. So it's kind of nice to get something a little different, instead of just getting the same thing over and over. It's a Santa Fe with the blue and yellow color scheme. It says RSO, AHM, and Mahano on the bottom. So I don't know what it would have been advertised as. So the second thing I got was this Bachmann Spectrum Virginian engine. It's got DCC, which is nice. That's the main reason I bought it, and I really like the style. It's very well detailed. You can see the fans on the inside of the screen there. It's got the drivers. It's got both directional headlights. It is a Spectrum, and it does have DCC, which is the main reason I think I already said I bought it. But it was only $45, which was a nice deal. So the guy that I got it from, I know him from other train shows. He gave me $40 for it, so that was a pretty good deal. And I forgot to say that the little RSO engine, that was $15, so it was a pretty good deal. Next one, this one is one my brother got. So he got this. It's a, I don't even know what this is. It's an AHM Milwaukee Road. I don't know what engines these are, what this style is, like a GP something maybe, or a Alco. I don't know what they're advertised as. But it's a really nice one. It's pretty well detailed. I think he got it for, it was originally $25, and I think he must have gotten it for $20, because he gave us some good deals on all the stuff. And it's got a working headlight and stuff, and it runs pretty good. All of these I've already worked on, except for the ones my brother did. This one is the only other one my brother got, which is a Northern Pacific. It's a Aussi engine. I don't know what this one is either. It's got the really short front, but I'm not very good with engine names. But it's a really nice engine. It's got good details. You can see it 3 wheels on each set, and it's a pretty nice one. So then the next is this Amtrak Aussi GG1. This one was probably one of my favorites. It was only I think it was $25. So it was really cool. And I don't remember how much the Northern Pacific engine was, but I think it was like 30 or maybe 25. But this one's really nice. It doesn't have, the headlights don't work. I have to get some new light bulbs for it, but it's a really nice engine, and I was surprised how well it ran when I got it. Before I did anything to all of these engines, I tested them, and this one actually ran a lot better than I thought it would, because of the how dirty the wheels were, and there was a lot of like carpet hair and dust around the wheels, and it looked like it just hadn't been run for a long time. It was just really dusty, but it's in pretty good shape. It doesn't have the pantographs or whatever they're called on them, but it looks all right without them. Since it doesn't have both of them, it kind of matches. So then the next one I got was this little Mantua 060 switcher engine with a tender. So this one's an old one. This one wasn't running when I got it, and I got it running, and it still needs a little bit of work. The main reason that it wasn't working was because the tender pickups weren't quite right, and it took quite a while to figure out how they went and wire it up. And then it doesn't have a headlight or anything. It's just like a diamond in the middle, and it's a pretty nice little engine. It's all metal. It's a Mantua. It's got the pickup in the tender, so it's got the wire going to the tender, as you can see there. But it's not a big deal, and it works pretty well. And then we're getting down to the last couple engines here. So this is a Mantua 462 engine. So this one was one of this is probably my favorite one that I got there at the train show. This one was $30, I think, and it wasn't running quite well. It was very slow. It needed some work. All the engines that I got really needed some work, to be honest, but this one needed a little bit more. But I got it running fine. The main thing was it was running really slow and the light wasn't working. So I got the light working and I got it running a lot faster. Before it would only go around about quarter speed, which was annoying until I fixed it. And then the last engine we got was this big O-gauge. I believe it's a Marx Santa Fe engine. It's an unusual style. I haven't seen one quite like this before, where the motor's in the back, and it's similar to all the Marx style engines, and it's got the Marx couplers on it. So I would assume that's what it is, but it runs good, and it's got a light and everything. It's heavy, and it's really big. And I don't have very many of the diesel engines in O-gauge, which is nice to have another one. So this one's really nice. So, and then I almost forgot this engine. So this is a Bachmann 484 engine. So this one, the guy gave this one to us for free because it's one of the ones with the plastic gears. Well, it's not the gears that are plastic, it's the things that hold the trucks together. He gave us this one because one of the ones that we got last time from him didn't work quite well, so he just gave us this one, which was nice. It was originally $40, so it didn't run very well when we got it, but I got it running. I took the motor out and cleaned it and everything, and that's what I did with all the engines, and I got it running. So it's a really nice looking engine too, which is cool. It's got the things that deflect the heat and everything, and I'll show you them all running around now. So first I'll show you this little RSO engine running around. It runs pretty good. It ran pretty good when we got it, but it runs a lot better now. There's full speed. And it does a pretty good low speed. It's not that slow, but it's geared kind of high, so. Next we've got the Virginian engine, and this one runs really good. There, it's moving right there. It's not very fast. It's geared really low, and it's got one of the good Bachmann motors in it. Not one of the ring type ones. It's got one of the 5 poles. So it's pretty loud, but it's on full speed there. It's not the fastest engine, but it pulls quite a few freight cars. And it's got a directional headlight, which is nice. So next is the Milwaukee engine. This one needs a little bit of work still, but on higher speeds it runs pretty good. It just needs to be run a little more, I think. So here's the Northern Pacific engine, and this one runs pretty good.